Hello everyone, and welcome to a fun new Retoxy blog. I believe this is the third blog, but I may be wrong. Basically in this blog I just want to talk about, what we're going to have going on for 1.3. 1.3 ideas, any of your questions, concerns. I know I made that post and I said that I was going to hopefully make a video response to it. I never did. So this is kind of that as well. Let's just kind of get started. So, with 1.3, we got a lot of new changes. We're going to have all the new 1.3 map stuff, including emeralds. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with emeralds yet, but I do know that something will hopefully be done. I have been asked about enchants. Enchants will still continue to be capped, even though they should be technically easier, I believe, to get. I'm still going to cap them. I feel that, keeping people from getting this Prot 4 armor is probably a really good thing, and I'm happy that we're kind of keeping it that way. I'm trying to think what else is really, really big. People have asked me about a new spawn, and here I'll go into single player mode. Wonderful here. People have asked me about a new spawn. You guys like my shader here? I got my shader, my texture pack, Doku Craft Light. People have asked me, about the about spawn, I guess, and what we're planning to do about it. And personally, I think that we are just either going to keep this one, or I'm going to attempt to build one with a couple guys and 2 days, I guess, is what we'd have to do it. 2 days. 2 days, I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know about that, hopefully, in another video. Maybe even give you a sneak preview if we do get one. Let me try to find a way to turn that off. There we go. So, let me go to the big thing. The big thing that we've been talking about is the new TNT system that we're going to be moving into 1.3. So for 1.3, TNT will be doing player damage, but it will not be doing block damage. Now what that means is that your TNT is still going to work. It's still going to damage if you go and blow it up on yourself. But when you shoot it at a building, or when you try to go blow something up with it, it's not going to work. Just kind of like now we have creepers. When they explode, they do damage, but they don't do block damage. A lot of the benefits that are coming from this that I think are going to be really cool. We're going to have a lot nicer bases. People are going to be able to build really nice bases, and you can still try to raid them. There is nothing saying that we're not a PvP setup anymore. It's just it's going to be a lot nicer quality in the bases, and things are going to look a lot nicer, and I'm going to be quite proud of that. I'm trying to think of what else. With one of the things that I've been told that people think is going to be kind of cool, with no block damage done by the TNT, people now have the ability to kind of set traps. Now, traps that won't kind of affect their base, but will still hurt the player if they try to go in. So that's a really big thing. I know you all have had some questions, some of them about water shields and lava shields. What I'm planning on doing if we turn off, well, not if, I guess it's a when now. When we turn off obsidian, not obsidian. When we turn off TNT block damage, what I plan to do is also turn off water and lava wall protection, because I feel like that's pointless at this point. So I'll make sure to let people know, so hopefully we won't get as many water lava walls. But yes, they still could be useful. I don't know what you'd use them for, but they could be useful. People then ask about building a box and just living in the box. And what I say to that, I believe what we're gonna do is put some rules into play as to how, like, what people can build. I mean, I'm not saying that we're gonna put a general theme like you have to build medieval, but what I'm gonna say is, if you're building a town or a city, you're not allowed to put a fucking roof over your city, or you're not allowed to make your city within a box that that nobody can get to. With that said, I'm still kind of revising that. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna word that so it kind of works properly, but that's what I've been working on. I know a lot of people are kind of for it, and a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people. I would say a lot of people are for it, and some people are against it. And I think some people are against it because they still haven't grasped the concept, or they think it's going to be a lot worse than it is. And I disagree. I feel it could be a really cool thing for us to do because of the fact that a lot of wars will get a lot more fun. You know, PvP will get bigger. Hopefully TNT will get a little bit cheaper as well, so people can use TNT more. I want to add pre-made cannons. I think that would be very cool. Possibly a donator thing, or possibly a general player thing, depending on how we decide to do that. Let me think about what else kind of we got here. I know people have talked about putting a blast radius on Obsidian and not disabling TNT block damage. And, you know, what I say to that is, I feel like Faction Wars is one of those things. If you don't have a base that you, like, the whole point of a base is that you feel somewhat safe in it. You know what I mean? So if you literally have no block in this game that you can attempt to protect yourself with, because, I mean, if you make a sand cannon, you can just go TNT someone's base. It's just how it is. You can go TNT it and blow it up and blow through the water balls and yada yada and so on and so forth. And if you make Obsidian destructible, well, that seems somewhat silly as well, because then you have nothing that protects you in this game other than bedrock, but I would never give any of you bedrock except myself. Haha, wink wink, no, okay, I'm just kidding. So yeah, so that's kind of why I went with the idea. I think that bases that that don't, you know, if TNT doesn't do massive block damage anymore, you know, we're not going to have a lot of these grieving issues either as well, where people are like, you know, this guy blew up my entire base and yada yada yada, right? So I'll be happy about that. I know you guys will. It'll be a lot safer. It'll be a lot safer to invite people to your faction because you know, the risk of them TNTing something is a lot less than what it was before. We also talked about turning off fire spreading. I don't know if we'll do that because that is still kind of a rating aspect, you know, if you really want to bring a person's base down. So I might have to leave that on. But the reason I was saying we might turn that off for two reasons: A, to hopefully prevent more griefs, and B, to add a little more role play with fireplaces and whatnot, so that you can make fireplaces in your homes and kind of do that. And as you can see, you know, what I'm going with here is nicer bases, a little bit more RP, you know, something that people can have fun playing with and doing here. What else is there? Okay, a lot of people have been saying to me, oh, I've completely forgot. That's wonderful. A lot of people, let me see if it comes back while I'm kind of running around this thing. In the meantime, though, look at these. You see these leaves? They're kind of like, whoa, flipping out here. I don't know. This is my shader. It's kind of freaking. I got a new graphics card. I'm kind of psyched about it. Anyway, so, you know, there's been a lot of, oh, okay, now I remember. So with Faction Wars, one of the big things, people keep saying, you know, this is Faction Wars, kind of emphasizing the wars piece, basically, you could say, and saying that Faction Wars is not Faction Wars without TNT blast damage. And I disagree with this. I feel like, you know, for certain servers, maybe some servers, TNT is a big thing. It's a big thing because TNT is something that stupid people can use, to be honest. I'm just going to be honest with you. TNT is something that stupid people who just want to blow through shit to get to the raid quick will use. And I think that TNT and a lot of other servers, you know what I mean? Like, I've noticed a lot of other servers set up these ideas like, you know, you can't have a raid without TNT, or you can't do this without doing this. And then I'm unhappy with that theory that these servers have been putting out, because I think that being different is going to be something that's good for us. And I think that they've kind of had a lot of Faction Wars players brainwashed into thinking that the only way you can accomplish a raid is with TNT. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible until a couple weeks ago when I kind of tried out the concept, and it's kind of fun. It's pretty badass actually. You know, you get to really see a lot of different tactical ideas. Bases do get nicer. Bases get a lot nicer. People want to build castles and they want to build stuff that, you know, that they're just going to be proud of. And at the same time, it allows for PvP combat at the same time. So while you could say, yes, there is no TNT, so therefore it's not a completely legitimate war, at the same time, you can have large PvP battles, you know, you can have ways to storm castles, and just battles will get a lot more fun and a lot longer. Because I notice what's happening is, so we're getting these battles, right, where factions are coming in. Let's say, I'm just going to be a total dick here, and I'm going to pick on fucking Monolith, alright? So let's say some Monolith comes in. I know they're gone now, but Monolith comes in, right? Monolith raids, ting ting, sing song, small little faction. I don't even know what we're going to call them. They have about 5 players, very small base. You know, they just got everything blown up. So now they're gone, all their items are gone, you know, they have nothing. Basically, the whole raid has died, they can't retaliate, they can't fight back. With the new TNT idea that I've been working on, that I think will be really good for our server, you know, you're not left with completely nothing, and it allows for longer, better wars. You know what I mean? This is faction wars. Do you want to have combat and play with other people, or do you want to go blow the shit out of the guy until he leaves the server? I'm personally a fan of having everyone stay and just keep fighting each other. You know, that's how I did for quite a few months, actually, possibly even a year. I don't know. You know, it was just, you know, long fights that lasted a while, grudges and whatnot. And so I don't know. I think that's cool. In the meantime, look at this rock formation. Does anyone else? God, that is very cool. I think I want to go hack my way up there. Hang on, flying. Oh, what just happened? We have a good anti-cheat. All right, good. Yeah, okay, there we go. No, it's irritating. All right, so the other thing that people have asked me is, you know, how are we going to get into people's bases? And this is going to be a lot of a learning. I think, it's going to be a lot of a learning kind of concept here. You know, not everyone is extremely familiar with this idea of raiding, so everyone's going to be learning. You know, there's going to be a lot of new ways to raid, and everyone's going to kind of be learning new things, especially raiding. You know, tactics to get in, how they can get in, how they can't get in. One of the things that that I've been told about that people are that I was considering doing is allowing Ender Pearls in the game. Now, I don't know how we'd... See, what I don't want is everybody to have an Ender Pearl, like to have like 5,000 Ender Pearls kind of around the game. I think that would be stupid. I think it would be unfair. But I think finding, like, having a way for players to get access to an Ender Pearl and then, you know, using it to try to jump over walls or something, that would be kind of cool. I think... you know, it would add to both the offensive aspect and the defensive aspect, because then you have to think, okay, if this guy Ender Pearls over my wall, what am I going to do after that to make sure he can't get through there again? So yeah, so I think that's kind of cool. That was just kind of what's been on my mind. I know you guys were really into hearing what it was all about and what you think, and what you think about the topic. So yeah, so I guess I'll probably, yeah, there'll be comments here. So comment, you know, give me some comments on the website on this video, and let me know what you think and what you're thinking and what's on your mind, and I don't know, just say hi if you want to, if that makes you feel good. Once again, I'm Drakogate. This has been another Retoxy blog. Thank you guys very much for listening. I always appreciate your views. Have a wonderful day. Drakogate out.